a symptom of football in the 1980s when you see more police out there than footballers. The footballers being well and truly shielded from all of this, and the whole thing happening within an hour of kick-off time. Before this, there was a schools match going on and everybody was in good cheer. But suddenly, the whole thing flared up. Stones, then flares, then an invasion by Liverpool supporters. People being trampled over. Italians making their way to the only place that they could seek safety, and that was out on the pitch. And now, some of the Juventus players have come out onto the track, and they're going over and they're appealing to their fans, and their fans are coming over to embrace them. It's an emotional occasion. There you see one of the Juventus players, the left back Cabrini, played in the last World Cup, and he wants to calm things down. Passions have become inflamed, no question about that. Some other Italian players going out there as well. But really, they've taken the brunt of the anger from a tiny minority of Liverpool supporters, which we might describe as a lunatic fringe, quite honestly. They came here with nothing on their minds except to wreak havoc and cause destruction. They've done just that. It's a very, very sad night for football. The tall centre-half there, Brio, the number 5, who was meant to be marking Ian Rush in a match that was meant to have started 13 minutes ago. And the end result, it seems, there's Michel Platini. The end result, it seems, a night of embarrassment for football. The Juve supporters still keeping their spirits held high. Tears in many of the eyes down there. I don't know where the dead come from, it doesn't matter. But certainly it's a night that football has not been the winner. Multi-million-pound players mingling with the crowd, attempting to console some of them, attempting to keep passions down somewhat. And that's behind the goal away to our right. Meanwhile, if the cameras were panning over there, which they're not, the Liverpool supporters in total silence. I think nobody expected that anything like this would happen. It's a total embarrassment for everyone. As you can see, all those supporters up there of Liverpool who follow their team down the years through thick and thin, mostly in successful times, of course, and I'm sure they must be highly embarrassed by some of the actions by supporters parading around in red and white, ostensibly supporters of Liverpool. It seems very unfair to put too much of the blame on that, on the Liverpool club. Certainly a minority of their supporters got involved, but that was enough to start it. The policing here also seemed to be very, very amateurish. I can't imagine that they ever, in their wildest dreams, thought that they'd have scenes like this on their hands. Indeed, what you're seeing now is the mildest form of what happened here tonight. What's happening here is just supporters chanting, keeping up their spirits. What happened earlier was a pitched battle between rival supporters. Police caught in the middle, totally unable to control the situation, totally outmanned. And as we say, the death toll, but that has to be confirmed. It's unconfirmed at this point. It could be as high as 28. You can see there some of the Juventus players trying to plead with the spectators just to get behind the barriers. That's the right back there, Luciano Favero, who went out of picture. This was to have been a big night for him. It was to have been a big night for football. But it's turned out to be a night of shame, of violence, of mayhem, and of death. Ironically, the sun still shines down on a bright Brussels evening. There's some of the spectators away on the far side, not affected by the violence. It happened when spectators simply were allowed mix from rival teams, and in soccer in the 1980s, that simply doesn't work.